What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the vlog and welcome back to the channel. Alright, so I had a few requests from you guys to talk about every feature that I've coded using Bimmercode on my F30 Bmw. So that's what this video is, that's what this video is about. So I'm literally just going to run through the entire list that I have on my phone. This is everything that I think I can recall that I've coded on the car, and I'm going to show you each feature as we go through the list. It's really cool that we're able to do all this stuff via Bimmercode. If you guys are unfamiliar with what Bimmercode is at all, make sure you check out this video where I talk about the ins and outs of Bimmercode, how to get started, what you need in order to do it. It's a very simple tool, but it just adds such an awesome dynamic to owning one of these cars because we can actually customize all of the features to work with exactly how we want the car to function, to operate, and overall such a cool application. All right, so let's jump into the list. I'm just gonna start from the front of the car all the way to the back of the car. These aren't in any particular order. I just put them in my phone as I could remember them, but we're gonna start at the front of the car. So the first feature that we're talking about coding are the LED bulbs in the fog lights. Anytime you change out the halogen bulbs in this car and replace them with an LED bulb, you actually have to code that in so the bulb doesn't throw any errors. So the first one were the fog lights. So the second one are the cornering lights, which is actually just the fog lights when you're turning. When I bought this car, if you were to turn the wheel, that fog light on the side that you were turning would turn on, which was like super annoying and just looked really weird. So I coded that out. I didn't want it in anymore. The next thing that I coded into the car were the side markers to be off with the DRLs. So think your amber turn signals, you know how those remain on with your DRLs? I turned those off, so the only time that they're on is when I'm using my turn signals. The next thing that I coded in are the folding mirrors via key fob. So when I lock and unlock the car, the mirrors actually fold in and fold out. After that, I coded in the digital speedometer into the instrument cluster so I can have a precise value of exactly how fast I'm going, and I actually ended up using that more than I used the normal speedometer. It's just easier to read and it's faster. After that, we have the TPMS values that I have listed on the head unit. They're the exact TPMS values, which I love just having, and it's a cool display. So really what it does is it displays the exact value of the TPMS sensor and the temperature that that sensor is reading as well. After that, I actually coded out the legal disclaimer that comes up on your head unit every time you start the car. I ended up coding that out. I did not want it in there anymore. The next one, I coded out the seatbelt warning chimes. So if you don't have the seatbelt on and you're just like driving around the block or down the road or whatever, you don't have that annoying chime going on. After that, I coded in the sport displays, which are super cool, but unfortunately do not function on my car. I have the gauges in the car, but they don't really do anything. And then after that, I coded in Sport Plus and Launch Control, both two very cool features. I don't really use Launch Control. It's terrible on our axles, really hard on the car, so I really don't use that much, but Sport Plus, use it all the time, love it. And with that, I also did the Sports Transmission, which was just faster shifting and a little bit higher revving. Makes the car a lot more fun to drive. And then when I replaced that steering wheel, I got paddles, and so I had to code in the paddle shifting to make that functional. Love paddle shifting. And then we coded in the rear fogs, which have actually slowly but surely over time become like one of my favorite features. It's like goofy and a small thing, but I love the way they look. Then we also coded in the rear DRLs, so the rear LED lights are on all the time, no matter if the front lights are all the way on or off or whatever, they're always on. And I just think that that's such a cool feature because the rear LEDs look so good. And then I actually coded in all of the LED bulbs. We already talked about the fog lights in the front, but I also have the turn signals, which are LEDs, and the reverse bulbs, which are LEDs. So yeah, that is the entire list of everything that I coded into the car. Bimmercode is a phenomenal app. If you do not know anything about it, make sure you check out my Bimmercode video. It's incredible. The possibilities are endless in your cars, and we can really customize them to exactly how we want them to drive. There are just so many features that you don't realize that your car has when you buy it, and now we have Bimmercode, so we can just open up all those features. Super cool. As you guys can probably tell, it's sunset right now, so it's time for me to get some photos of the car. I've done a bunch of work on it this week, and I want to get some new photos for the gram. So I'm going to wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do subscribe if you're new here. Comment down below. Tell me what you've coated in your BMW. Make sure you like this video. Hit that bell notification so you know every time I upload a video. Just like that, this video is over, and I'm out. Peace.